CC, I wanna help you be free. I can hear you call. I'm here to help you all. They call me the Huntress, CC. I wanna help you be free.
Can we go up to the top?
It's like this huge thing, and you're like, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But when it gets to be high tide, it's just like really kind of.
Because, but there was 26 and 26. Send this to your personal log. As far back as I can. Christy. Come on here.
1, 2. Okay. Oh my God. Hey, we are here at Gorges Island. Fort Gorge, Hog's Ledge Island. We are on beautiful Hog Island here out of Portland Harbor, Maine. This is a gorgeous fort. They call it Fort Gorges, and I'm going to tell you why. In 1812, the U.S. Army Corps proposed a new fortification right here on Hog Ledge Island. It is called Fort Gorges, and it was made to protect Fort Preble and Scramble. In 1857, Congress approved funding for this awesome fort here. But 1 year later, they started the construction. They started it with a wharf and a shed building on the inside. So why don't we venture in, and I can show you that. And this is where it all began, right here in the center area. This was the shed that housed the material to build the walls of Fort Gorges. Now in 1861, as my memory serves me correct, was the start of the Civil War. And they sped up construction here of the fort in that year to have completion just a few years later. In 1864, this magnificent fort was well on the way to completion with 26 guns. In 1865, it was complete. I got something to tell you. This fort was named after Sir Fernando Gorges. Now, there's a little bit of gossip here, too. Did you know that Sir Fernando Gorges was knighted by Queen Elizabeth I? His mother was her maid of honor, and his dad was the groomsman of the wedding to the prince. That is the coolest thing ever. Now, also, Sir Fernando Gorges was the first colonial proprietor of the state of Maine. He owned the place. This fort is constructed of brick, as you can see, and we have granite walls, like yay big and thick, reinforced by iron beams and wood floors in the officer's apartment. And I want to take a peek at the officer's apartment with you because they got really cool fireplaces in there. It took 500 men to man this command post, Fort Gorges. We had 26 guns all over the second floor and the first floor. Then we had the vast courtyard where they kept, right in the shed down there, all the gunpowder. I'm sitting on the only piece of artillery left, this beautiful, awesome cannon. But in the day, they had 10-inch Rodman guns that would fire out over the harbor or into the ocean 3 miles. Can you believe that? Even back then, they had it 3 miles? That's why this fort was built, because it needed to protect Preble and Scammo forts. And now, we're in the gentlemen's quarters. This is where the officers used to stay, and some of the higher-ranking military. And you got to be really careful because, like, there's bricks and things spewed everywhere. I believe this particular room here was actually 2 rooms. Reason being is because we have 2 doorways and we have 2 fireplaces. But in their day, I am sure these rooms were absolutely fantastic. Can you imagine living here, how healthy it is to breathe the nice sea and salt air? We are going to come back in just a few minutes. We're going to do something highly unusual. We're going to investigate this beautiful fort, Fort Gorges in Portland, Maine Harbor, in the daytime. Because I'm a firm believer that spirits are around 24 hours a day. I contacted medium Rose. She's in the UK. Hey, Rose. Rose is going to give us her perspective on who haunts Fort Gorges.
Hello, CC. Rosie Craven here. Got quite a few impressions from there. I sense that the fort itself is quite heavy in places, with a depressing atmosphere. Colonels, I don't know really what you want to call them, but the authority figures, and one is quite abrupt, authoritative, bossy, if that's the right word to use, and he marches about. I also got the name Reigin, R-A-I-G-I-N. I didn't get what that was, where that was, but that was definitely linked, or that name had some sort of prominence with the fort. I think that's it. I've got notes here just to check I didn't miss anything out. A little bit nervous doing this.
Rosie's perceptions were amazing, and you will see them matched up with the evidence at the end. Now it's back to the investigation.
This is one of the other gentlemen's quarters, and they're pretty similar to the first one. They're all basically about the same here. What I'd like to do to start this beautiful daytime investigation is to do some smudging with white sage. Now, white sage has been used for thousands of years for Native Americans to calm the area down. For me, it not only calms the area down, it makes an equal playing field between life and death, and things seem to cross easier. They call me the queen of the EVPs, and the reason for that is because I use my white sage. I come in peace. I want to communicate with you. I want you to come forward and speak to me. I want to hear about your exciting journey. I want you to teach me and educate me. I want to validate you. Please join us now. Amen. This is really cool stuff. CCTheHuntress.com on my store page. Cut. We're going to do some EMF readings. I'm not really sure what they have here with a lot of granite brick. There's no wiring, but we might get something. Now, EMF meters merely detect the energy that floats around in our environment, and hopefully if a spirit comes into that energy field, it'll make this light up. Appears to be a closet in here. Big bug.
Busted floorboards.
Yeah, it's really nothing as far as EMF. We did a little bit of researching earlier, and we didn't get any EMF either, but it's nice to be able to verify it and show you that we didn't get any EMF meter readings. No, nothing here. camera, take some pictures. Really, I don't really see much. Bobby, come in off my shoulder. Can you come in off my shoulder? I'm not so sure you can see this, but we have something right in the corner here. And what we're going to do is blow that up. I believe it may be an orb. I'm not sure. A lot of people say, you know, they don't know the difference between dust and orbs. A lot of them I think are dust too, I must admit. But I will tell you this. Common sense always prevails, even in the paranormal. You get a piece of dust and you blow it up on your computer. And what do you see? Jagged edges. Because it's an allergen, an irritant. It makes you sneeze. It gives you problems. But an orb is as crystal clear and smooth all the way around. And you can't get orbs the size of a gravestone. I mean, dust the size of a gravestone. So that's a quick way to tell if it's orb or dust. We got a lot of humidity here, so if there is dust, it's going to hold it all down. I want to take a reading. I'm going to go off into one of the other rooms now, and we're going to start working with the pendulum, and we're going to do a candle test too. We are encased in total darkness. This is one of the, I'm going to have to say, like sub-basement areas of the fort here. We're underneath the first level, and I believe that they did house probably gunpowder like they did in the shed out there. They probably stored the vast majority of the artillery here, the ammunition, and then when they needed it, they moved it closer into the shed. We did spray for communication already, and what I want to try to do is see if we can get any EVPs. Wow, you can feel the intense energies. You creeped out in here or what?
Yeah, a little bit.
A little creepy. Okay. Are there any spirits in here today? Did you serve at this fort? What was your name? Now you have to remember, honestly now, I cannot see a thing except for I got a little flashlight that's about it. Let's see what we have. Go back to the first one, because I clicked the recorder shut, sorry. Oh.
Are there any spirits in here today? Did you serve at this fort?
What I'm going to do is go back to the first EVP. We're in total darkness here, and I almost thought I heard almost like marching of some kind. I'm not sure. I'm going to raise the volume, and I'll play that right back.
Are there any spirits in here today?
I think it sounds like footsteps or something like that. What I also want to do in here, because it's like dead air, is I want to do a candle test. And a candle test is a really cool option to use, especially, again, common sense. And we talk and communicate through the candle. And of course, I'm in total darkness here. Thank you. I'm just going to ask simple commands. You know, you get a lot of people that just want the candle to go all which way and the other way. I just want the thing to move. Same thing with the dowsing rods, and I'll show you that later. If there are any spirits here, make the flame move. Can you hear me? Please make the flame move. Just move it ever so slowly. It's growing. Do you feel like communicating? It moved. Can you do that again? Can you make it move again? Just moved again. The great thing about a candle test or a powder test is that these were the objects that they used 200 years ago before electricity, that our high-tech equipment nowadays is just merely validating for us. Don't need all the expensive equipment. Simple household objects will do. Email me at ccthehuntress@yahoo.com and I can explain it all to you. I want to continue into the other room here and let's see if we can communicate with the dowsing rods. Are you okay? Can you walk?
Yeah.
You all right?
I'm gonna
Okay.
grab my footing here.
Now I'm going to try the pendulum. We are now in a whole different location here at the fort. We went to the other side of the building, still in the daytime, but it looks like it's pitch black. And we're in infrared. Can't see the prettiness in my shirt, I guess. Anyways, the concept behind the pendulum is to take the energy that remains from the past and have it push the pendulum. Let's see if we can make contact. Now there will be a little movement. One thing, it's cold and my nose is running. If there are any spirits here in Fort Gorges, please move the pendulum. I can't see it moving. It's too dark here. Can you see it? Is it moving?
It is moving right now.
It is moving.
Yep.
Okay, fine. Keep the camera right on my hands so they can see my hands are not moving.
I am. Wow, yeah, it's really going.
Is it really going?
Yeah.
Please make it go even faster than that. Can you make it go faster than that? Oh, I can see it now with your headlight. Yeah, it's really moving. Just simple commands, that's all I use. I just want it to move. I want you to know we're here. We can feel you here. Wow, look at it go. Look at it go now. I can see it.
Yeah. Wow.
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 It's spinning and moving and you're going all... These spirits so much wanted us to be here. Stop the pendulum. People often ask, how can it stop like that? You ever heard of inertia and momentum? It has to go slowly, 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 and then it has to do the same thing when it comes to a stop. I firmly believe the spirits are coming up and grabbing this and stopping it on their own. Otherwise, how else are they going to do that? My hands are not moving. And for people that have been to the events that I do, they know that because I let them experiment with it. I'm going to do a few more EVPs in here. Let's see what we have. Are you still with us? I saw how you moved the pendulum. Can you please say something to me? Can you make a noise? Can we hear the cannon or guns fire?
Are you still with us? I saw how you moved the pendulum.
I heard
Can
a
you
yes.
please
Hold on.
say something to me? Can you make a noise? Can we hear the cannon or guns fire?
I heard a very faint yes. I want to do that again. Let's see if we can hear it. Let's see. You can't see a thing. All right.
Are you still with us? I saw how you moved the pendulum.
That was it.
Can you please say something to me? Can you make a noise? Can we hear the cannon or guns fire?
Whoa. That's really, really cool. Let's go to another area of the fort and do some dowsing rods. Be real careful. Here, let me hold you. You know what?
Yeah.
Okay, you got it on?
Well, should I get my foot in?
Okay, so we're on the second floor, and you can see right here on the floor, this is where the guns were positioned. I bet you there's a lot of paranormal activity here, or activity in general. What I want to do is ask the spirits to move the dowsing rods. And again, focus on my hands. If there are any spirits here, please move the dowsing rods. Just bring your energy, and I know you know what dowsing rods are because you looked for water on this island, and you didn't find any. You had 2 cisterns filled with water for drinking. Keep them moving. Keep them moving. Keep your energy focused on my dowsing rods and make them move. You can feel them turning and heating up right through my gloves. Stop. Can you open them up? I know it's very difficult to open them up. Can you open the dowsing rods for me? Please open the dowsing rods for me. Take your energy. Take my energy. I'm full of energy. Just take it and open the dowsing rods. Take it and open the dowsing rods. Show us how vibrant your spirit is. Your body has merely gone, but you're still here. You're still alive. Open the dowsing rods for me. Open the dowsing rods for me. Did you hear that noise in the background? It wasn't a ghost, it was a pigeon. But dowsing rods have been used for thousands of years to detect energy. Looking for water, minerals, gold. Haven't found any gold lately, but I'm still searching. The thing is, the spirits come forward and they take their energy and they push the dowsing rods together or they open them up. Very simple concept, and it works. Let's continue our investigation. Now we're heading up to the 3rd floor. Wow. We can't make it to the 3rd floor from here, and I'm gonna show you why. Don't get too close. There was a pigeon here. There's a nest. And, oh, no waves yet, but I'm sure soon. So we're going to go down around the other way and get up to the 3rd floor. Just be really careful, okay, Bo? Because this is the humdinger can fall down here. They have these like little tunnels, and they had back rooms behind them. Those are really dangerous. I want to take you out by the cannon right now. And here we are. I'm sure this baby has seen a lot of action. And I want to do an EVP here. Oh, this is weird. It keeps shutting itself off. How? That was weird.
Huh.
Okay. Is there anybody here that operated the cannon? What was your rank and what was your name?
Now this was a thrilling couple of minutes. The camera battery went dead. We changed the battery, and the minute we turned the camera on, there's action in the bunker. I could hear things in there. And then when I went to play the EVP we were doing in the previous session before the battery went dead, there was no EVP. Here's where the action takes up.
Come down in here. Can you get it? Can you get it down here? There's something down here. I just heard a man. I heard a man down here. Did you hear him?
I just put the camera down. I was going to change the battery, and
Holy crap! Whoa! It's another one of these cameras. Can you get it on infrared quick? Just pause it. Just pause it.
We're
back now.
Back with
Whoa!
infrared.
Come on in here. Holy crap! Unbelievable. How much are the EVP?
Yep, be careful of the floors, though. We are in the 3rd.
Who's in here with me? Was that you who I heard? Do you want us to leave? What are you upset about? I heard you yelling in here.
Who's in here with me?
Did you hear me swearing again?
Who I heard? Do you want us to leave?
Yes! Yes!
I heard you yelling in here.
Holy crap! Whoa! Whoa! I'm gonna do this one more time. I'm gonna listen. Did you hear that? No battery? No battery. You're not gonna hear when we play back the tape. Wow. All I can say is if you're in Portland, Maine, you gotta come out to Fort Gorges. This place is active. This place is haunted. We got EVPs, got the dowsing rods going, got the pendulum going, got an orb on my pictures. This is a fantastic place to be. We don't got much time left because we gotta go catch the boat. So, see you next time. Bye-bye.
And now let's get to the evidence. And here's our first bit of evidence. Well, maybe.
Bobby, come in off my shoulder. Can you come in off my shoulder? I'm not so sure you can see this, but we have something right in the corner here.
After taking a closer look at this fireplace and the markings that we thought might have been an orb in the studio, we concluded that we debunked it because it was just weathering and discoloration from age. In this EVP, I thought I heard marching, walking, footsteps, something like that. Listen up. I've raised the volume 100% and it is very faint, but I can still hear it.
Are there any spirits in here today?
Watch the flame very closely. You will see it responding.
Do you feel like communicating? It moved.
I ask another simple command and watch the response.
Can you do that again? Can you make it move again? Just moved again.
I left this entire video clip intact. What I want you to see is the power of the spirit world when asked to move the pendulum. It was out of this world.
If there are any spirits here in Fort Gorges, please move the pendulum. I can't see it moving. It's too dark here. Can you see it? Is it moving?
It is moving right now.
It is moving.
Yep.
Okay, fine. Keep the camera right on my hands so they can see my hands. I'm not moving.
I am. Wow, yeah, it's really going.
Is it really going?
Yeah.
Please make it go even faster than that. Can you make it go faster than that? Oh, I can see it now with your headlight. Yeah, it's really moving. Just simple commands, that's all I use. I just want it to move. I want you to know we're here. We can feel you here. Wow, look at it go. Look at it go now. I can see it.
Yeah. Wow.
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 It's spinning and moving and you're going all... these spirits so much wanted us to be here. Stop the pendulum.
Take a listen to this EVP. I thought there were just men there at Fort Gorges. Obviously, this is a woman's voice on this EVP.
Are you still with us? I saw how you moved the pendulum.
I heard
Can
a
you
yes.
please
Hold on.
say
Now this is a great example of the dowsing rods moving on command.
If there are any spirits here, please move the dowsing rods. Just bring your energy, and I know you know what dowsing rods are because you looked for water on this island, and you didn't find any. You had 2 cisterns filled with water for drinking. Keep them moving. Keep them moving. Keep your energy focused on my dowsing rods and make them move. You can feel them turning and heating up right through my gloves. Stop.
And one more time, the dowsing rods react on command.
Can you open the dowsing rods for me? Please open the dowsing rods for me. Take your energy. Take my energy. I'm full of energy. Just take it and open the dowsing rods. Take it and open the dowsing rods. Show us how vibrant your spirit is. Your body has merely gone, but you're still here. You're still alive. Open the dowsing rods for me. Open the dowsing rods for me.
Medium Rose was spot on with her perceptions of Fort Gorges. Now mind you, this is a woman in the UK that knew nothing of where we were going, just we were going to a fort out in the middle of the water. And she came back with, and you'll hear her in her own words, the gentleman was abrupt. In fact, he was so abrupt he was swearing. And you can hear that on the recording right now. And also our batteries went dead.
Colonels, I don't know really what you want to call them, but the authoritative figures, and one is quite abrupt, authoritative, bossy, if that's the right word to use.
who's in here with me?
Did you hear me swearing again?
Who I heard? Do you want us to leave?
No battery? No battery. You're definitely here when we play back the tape.
Now, in another impression of Fort Gorges, Medium Rose came up with the name Reagan. The spelling was a bit off, but after a bit of research, which I always do when I work with psychic mediums, I discovered that the USS Ronald Reagan was right out in the harbor, right next to Fort Gorges, a few years back. Now, that is truly incredible.
I also got the name Reagan, A-I-G-I-N. I didn't get what that was, where that was, but that was definitely linked, or that name had some sort of prominence.
Thank you, Rosie. Like I said, you are spot on. This is CC The Huntress. Thank you for tuning in for another wonderful adventure of CC The Huntress. Now be careful. If you head out to Fort Gorges, be prepared to do some climbing and some legwork. It's not a place for the people who are not physically fit to go to. In fact, it's downright dangerous. You can always catch our episodes on demand at www.ccthehuntress.com. See you at our next episode. Bye-bye. Love ya. Mwah!
I can hear you call. I'm here to help you all. They call me the Huntress, CC. I wanna help you be free. I can hear you call. I'm here to help you all. They call me the Huntress, CC. I wanna help you be free.